Welcome to today's episode, everyone. I've got an extraordinary story for you, one that takes us on a journey of adventure, discovery, and transformation. This isn't just any road trip, it's the story of a young medical student who would one day become one of the most iconic revolutionaries of the 20th century. Yes, we are talking about Ernesto Che Guevara. Now, let's rewind to 1952. Che, along with his friend Alberto Granado, embarks on a road trip across South America. It's a journey that starts out with excitement and curiosity but evolves into something so much deeper. Along the way, they encounter stunning landscapes, rich cultures, and stark inequalities, moments that shape Che's understanding of the world and plant the seeds for his revolutionary ideals. So, buckle up, fasten your helmets, and join us as we retrace their incredible 8,000-kilometer trek. From the breathtaking ruins of Machu Picchu to the harsh realities of a leper colony, we'll explore how this journey changed everything for Ernesto Guevara. Let's dive in. It all begins in 1952. Ernesto Che Guevara, just a young medical student back then, teams up with his biochemist buddy, Alberto Granado. Their plan: to ride across South America on a rickety old Norton 500 motorcycle they lovingly call La Poderosa, which, by the way, means the mighty one. Their journey starts in Buenos Aires, full of excitement and ambition. Their ultimate destination is a leper colony in Peru, but let's be honest, the real goal is to explore the continent and soak up every ounce of adventure it offers. The route takes them across some of the most diverse and challenging terrains you can imagine: the towering Andes, Chile's dramatic coastline, the arid expanse of the Atacama Desert, and finally, the lush Peruvian Amazon. Sounds epic, right? Well, the journey wasn't all smooth sailing. Their beloved Mighty One eventually breaks down, no surprise there, and they're forced to continue by any means they can, walking, hitchhiking, or simply enduring the slow grind of travel. By the time they reach Caracas, they're months behind schedule. But oh, what a story they have to tell. At first, the trip is all about fun, sightseeing, joking around, and maybe a little flirting here and there. But then, the tone starts to shift. In Chile, they meet a displaced couple. These two have been forced into a nomadic life because of their communist beliefs. It's heartbreaking. Then, at a copper mine, Guevara witnesses workers being brutally mistreated. You can feel his anger rising. This is the beginning of his awareness of the stark divide between the privileged and the oppressed. Then comes one of the most iconic moments of the journey, their visit to the Incan ruins of Machu Picchu. Can you imagine standing there, surrounded by the majesty of ancient history, only to realize how much has been lost? For Ernesto, this is a turning point. He begins to reflect deeply on the cultural degradation caused by colonialism and how those scars still shape the world around him. But perhaps the most moving chapter of their journey is their time at the San Pablo leper colony in Peru. This is where we see Guevara's humanity on full display. He shakes hands with lepers without wearing gloves, something unheard of at the time. It's a small gesture, but it speaks volumes. It says, "We are the same. No divisions here." And then there's the river. This river divides the staff and the patients, a literal separation of privilege and oppression. One night, Guevara decides to swim across it. It's a daring, symbolic act that shouts, "I reject this divide." It's an unforgettable moment that gives us a glimpse of the leader he would become. The journey ends with a farewell toast. It's Ernesto's first ever political speech. He talks about unity not just among people, but across an entire continent. He dreams of a pan-Latin American identity, one that transcends borders and fights for equality. It's the first spark of the revolutionary fire that would come to define his life. The film closes with real photos from their trip, reflections from Alberto Granado, and a somber reminder of Che's execution in Bolivia in 1967. It's a bittersweet ending to a story that started with so much youthful optimism. So, what does this journey teach us? Maybe it's that adventure isn't just about where you go, it's about who you become along the way. What do you think? Did this road trip create Che Guevara, or did it simply reveal who he was destined to be? Either way, it's a story that continues to inspire. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and maybe, just maybe, plan your own life-changing adventure. See you soon. How's that? Let me know if you'd like to tweak anything further. Smiling face with smiling eyes.